but I will. Parasite, barging in here. Want to hurt you, but I will. Parasite, barging in here.
you. You've come to bring me back, haven't you?
Back to where?
Home. You always said he'd come back for me.
I don't know what the collective is.
No, that isn't right. It can't be. Please. I want to go home.
I'm sorry.
I'm all alone again.
He wore the mantle of All-Father like an ill-fitting crown, a role foisted upon him by necessity. He was a humble man then, an ordinary man, surrounding himself with comrades whom he called family. I am nothing without you, he told them. Wings of the All-Father, those who knew him best, who loved him best. Of course, she would bring it to him. Letitia, child of nowhere, daughter of the collective, she who found the god soul, the answer. A gift to the All-Father, she said, and so he took it, and it was too late to go back. When the scourge came, not even the great man of fate could spare them. She chose sacrifice, like the one before her, and hoped that someday she might return home. It was the only lie he ever told her.
She locked herself away out of choice.
A terrible fate to spare her from one far worse. A chaos he created, and so he hid the truth from her, for fear that she would hate him. The dead tell no tales, but there are those who yet live.
You mean Urian?
I realized it too late. But have always been too late.
It wasn't your fault.
Funny. He used to tell me that too. He was so kind to me. I wish you'd take me back to them.
I wish I knew how.
Maybe all of this is for the best.
Someone once told me that the Abyss is a spider's web for lost souls. I think I understand what they meant now.
How did she end up there in the first place?
The drift has strange currents. Luna only knows where you'll end up if you let it carry you. After all this time, the Abyss is still capable of surprising me.
Who's this he Letitia kept talking about?
I don't know. But they must have meant a lot to her. She sounded so lonely.
Otis mentioned an old god, Manny the Lunar Child.
I told you before. The Church's teachings were mostly lost in the Scourge. Gods and temples and collectives. I don't know anything about those things. I guess I know less than I thought.
I guess.
Anyway, all that really matters is that you get the job done. So let's forget about it. Get some rest. Tomorrow we'll head back. Time for bed, Fox?
Sleep sounds good.
Ah, Fox. I've been combing my archives for information on this collective Letitia mentioned. There is not much to go on, but it seems like they were the All-Father's inner circle prior to the Scourge. Those adrift, William and Letitia, they belonged to the collective, along with one Urian Caldecott.
It's not a coincidence, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Aylin, what do you actually know about the All-Father?
That's a rather weighty question.
Have you even met him?
Not in person, no. Anyway, none of this is getting you any closer to Greymont.
Why did Urian choose Greymont of all places?
Prior to the Scourge, it was the most important place in the Abyss. The history of the Abyss is fragmented. All I really know is that Greymont was once a site of pilgrimage. Then the Scourge came, and the All-Father sealed the city, and, well, I guess we'll have to find out the rest ourselves. Would you like to connect to the Abyss?
I'm ready.
I guess there's no going back now, Fox. Urian Caldecott waits. Let's open the door.
Tickets, please. Show us your tickets. What do you think of my flash new job?
You're really going up in the world.
I shall choose to ignore that.
How are you finding it?
Nah, it's much of a muchness, really. Sometimes I go to the north end of the line, and sometimes I go to the south end of the line.
The party never stops.
Still, the change of scenery is nice, rattling past all these old towns. I suppose me and Otis must have lived somewhere like that once.
Don't you ever wonder how Otis is doing?
I know him. He'd never have settled for anything less than proper happiness. It's a small life, innit? A nice life. That's all either of us ever wanted. We have reached the end of the line where this train will terminate. All change, please. All change.
caught the night train?
I get there when I get there. You're on my time now.
Your time better be snappy. I'm a very popular man these days. Atticus caged his own friends up and threw away the key. We're not dealing with a reasonable man here. I wonder what he did to Sylvan. I should imagine Atticus kept him as a pet. He always was hideously loyal. Listen, here now, the guest is irrelevant. I've been waiting a lifetime for this opportunity.
I'm happy for you.
You won't be when I'm dead. Get moving.
I never thought I'd see the day when the train started running again.
Couldn't you have sent a scout to do it?
It's not for me to decide where scouts are posted. Only the All-Father can issue orders.
See, that's what I find so strange about you. You've got all this power, but you only ever do what the All-Father says.
That's what I was created for. My own desires aren't important.
Is that what he told you?
Rather similar. It must make you homesick.
That place stopped being home the moment my eyes turned red. They fell over themselves to get rid of me.
What do you mean?
You really don't get it, do you?
The Mark of Luna is a beautiful thing, a great privilege. What else is there to get?
Don't worry about it. I've got a job to do. So let's get it done.
Strange atmosphere.
Looks like a chapel of some kind.
Yes, of course. Just an ordinary chapel.
This is where it all began, you know? This was hers. Before everything.
I wish you weren't so cryptic.
You'd prefer it if I were direct? All right. Everything you see here, the rot and horror and ruin, it's all the fault of your precious All-Father. This beautiful, blessed city ruined on a fucking whim. I'm waiting for you at the door. There is something here that you really need to see.
If you wouldn't mind pointing that thing elsewhere, I'd be much obliged.
You can talk.
A rare trait among a drift, but yes.
How is that possible?
A rather bad habit. We didn't think of it as such back then, but 2 centuries of reflection tends to change your perspective on things.
I wouldn't know much about that kind of thing.
I suppose you wouldn't. I'm Johnny, by the way. Lady Johnny of Manchester. Is there still a Manchester?
It's long gone.
Ah, well, nothing lasts forever.
I've never met an aristocrat before.
The church threw me a Ponzi title in exchange for a few quid. No need to curtsy on my account.
You bought a ladyship.
They love to pretend that nobility is genetic. Keeps out the riffraff. But it's only a performance. That's all aristocrats are. Peacocks with stapled-on tails.
Are there others like you?
A few. Those of us who indulge the ritual, from course, we only called it that because it sounds fancier than huffing drift like paint fumes.
That can't have been healthy.
Like ayahuasca in the desert, my dear. Visions and portents. Connection. Like we were all only flowers from the same cosmic root. I do wonder what happened to the others, though. I can't be the only lucid one out here.
Maybe. You're the only one I've come across so far.
But you're a bit quick on the old trigger, aren't you? Maybe they just never got the chance to speak before you shot.
Okay.
The quickest route to the cathedral is across the rooftops. This should make it easy for you. You might even get here before he does.
If all of this is so important, why can't you just tell me?
Telling isn't enough! That's not how any of this works. To obtain the heart of the abyss, you have to put the bloody legwork in. The eye sees through you now. If you can just awaken the sleeper, the rest is child's play.
Awaken the... what? What are you talking about?
Power, Fox. The power to fix everything he broke. This is about justice for the dead. It always
you pay your respects to Mother in the mall of the city? She'll be so lonely without us.
I'm going as fast as I can.
The stink of them. I'd recognize it anywhere. Come out, you fucking coward!
no. Something else happened here. Be careful, Fox.
If you're here to absolve me, don't bother. I've nothing to repent for. My life has been a lit wick since I walked away from him. It was only a matter of time before he snuffed me out.
I didn't think he'd go that far.
No, you're as much his puppet as Aelin. But that's hardly your fault, torn from your homes and dumped on this miserable rock. And still, he expects you to say thank you, sir. Always was an arrogant prick.
Tell me then, why he wanted you dead.
For all his brilliance, Atticus was terribly insecure. The hilarious thing is, I agreed with him once. Tear down the church, free the workers of Luna. It all sounds beautiful, doesn't it? A collective, united by a single vision, and hobbled by it. But his power wasn't great enough. His influence wasn't as profound as he thought it should be. Pathetic men make stupid choices.
Get to the point, Urian. I'm sick of puzzles.
He wanted more. Isn't that always the point? He wanted more, and the gods were willing, and so the first that which belonged to him and no other. An unconscionable choice, but for limitless power, he gave her his own daughter. He gave her his only child.
I was told his daughter died in a tragic accident.
Don't misunderstand. It wasn't callousness. It was stupid. A man bargains with a god and thinks he's in control. What did he expect? That they'd place his princess in a box for safekeeping?
Did they lie to him?
Oh no. The first child was true to her word. She built for him a warden of unparalleled. She tore out his soul. And for a moment it lay there in the palm of her hands. He hated her for it. There's never enough time. The sleeper will wake soon. It's happening as we speak. You've one last job to do. For me. For Aelin. For every last person still scraping out and to end the fool's journey. Perhaps he thought that meant killing me.
Why did you have to drag me into all of this?
Because you were there. This thing inside of you, you can still make all of this right.
Mission completed. Scout 5437, designation Fox. Return to Seau.
Something is We should go inside.